Tena. My name is Neen. I call myself the Joy Ninja because I'm trying to create abundance on a teeny tiny income, and you will have seen me counting up $555 because I finished a couple of challenges over the weekend. These ones here, they were just low value savings challenges, but I'm going to be reallocating them, one into a larger savings goal, the other one into my beauty envelope. It's going to help me pay for my hairdresser's appointment next week. So let's get started with stuffing my dividers. These go into my wallet. The food will get $170, and I will be spending every single penny of that, I feel. It's just one of those weeks where a lot of the big ticket items have run out, and so I'll be doing a stock up of like excuse me, I keep pantry basics. I try to get them in bulk because it's cheaper. Petrol is getting its 50 and fun will be getting its regular 30. So all up, that's $250 that goes into my wallet every week and just gets spent on the essentials. I've already decanted my change, we'll count that a bit later. Let's put aside $15 allowance for the big girl, and we'll get going in the revolving binder. I spend a little bit more time trying to frame up the video, so let me just double check. Hopefully this will be a good one where you can see adequately and it's you know, clear enough. Moving on, pin money has 5 left, and I always put $20 a week as my pin money. It's just personal spending money. I don't need to feel guilty about what I spend in here. I'm not specifically trying to save it. It just allows me to have a little bit of money to splurge here and there without going bananas, and still managing to save for all of those upcoming expenses. Household has 75. I went and spent a little bit of money. I bought a whole bunch of flowers and some organisational bins from Mitre 10. So that's gone down a little bit. I'm going to give it 5. I was saving for bookshelves, so I'm going to be building it back up to save for bookshelves. And I've actually got in touch with a girlfriend who does amazing work with furniture, and she's going to help me with that. So I've got 80 there in household. To be honest, I would much rather support her and her little furniture renovation business than give it to Kmart. Beauty, as I mentioned, haircut incoming. So the $55 I'd save from the self-care challenge is going into this. So now in beauty we've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 5, 140. And I think I'm about $40 shy of what I need. But remember, I've got $25 in my personal spending, and I've also got a miscellaneous envelope that I can use in the back of this folder just in case. So we'll see how we go. But next week you'll probably see I've used up all my personal funds and maybe some of my miscellaneous. Wellbeing has 10, it's going to get 5, it's 15. It's basically vitamins and anything connected with well-being, like going to classes and seminars and stuff like that. Obviously at the rate that I'm stuffing this, I'm not able to afford yoga classes, but I do stuff online. Clothes is going to get 5. Have had a spend it recently on wintry type things, so I am building this one back up. Hobbies is also going to get 5. I've got an eye on a yarn market that happens in my town in the middle of winter, and it's all hand dyed stuff, so it's not cheap. I've got 55 there. It'd be lovely to take some money to again spend on hand dyed, home dyed stuff. You know, I love to support other creatives. Family Fun is going to get 5. So that's 15 towards next school holidays. Bits and pieces. Gifts will get 5. So here's 35. Rose, sorry about that. Rosie was trying to climb into the washing basket to have a sleep, and there's clean washing in there just awaiting me doing ironing, so yeah, I don't love that for me. Gifts I think I've already stuffed. Giving, let's have a wee look. I've got some change here in my Grumpy Cat purse. So I'm going to do the scratch off by Ellie on Earth. Let's do this one. $4. Lovely. I budgeted 5, but what I'm going to do is put 4 from my purse into giving and that into there. The extra $1 that I've essentially put aside will be useful down the track for, I do savings challenges on a Sunday, if you don't know. And sometimes I need an extra $1 or $2 here or there. I realise that there is a whole bunch of change, and I will more than likely just condense it at the end of the month. Miscellaneous. Any guesses what's going in here? Yes, you are right. It's $5. 25 there in Lisk. Alrighty. So now that's all sorted, we'll go to my sinking funds. I'm not stuffing as much as I usually do in sinking funds, but I still think it's important to just put a little bit. I was supposed to rub this off last night and I didn't, so I'll just squeeze it in down the bottom. So just 5 going into education. Put it like that, 35, building up towards the next payment on my son's school fees. My daughter's all set for the moment. There is the, the school donation, but I'm going to leave that until my ex has paid his half of the absolutely necessary fees. Just in case we get to the end of the year and he can't fund it, and it needs paid, if you know what I mean. Vision, nothing. Whoops, I got my pen out for nothing. Vision I am actually skipping. I've got 110. Oh, and I did get a reminder about the big girl going and having an annual eye test. So I guess I'm going to have to make an appointment, find out how much that is, and possibly look at addressing that. I don't think it'll be more than $100 though, let's be honest. $10 in health. That's 2 of these. I've forgotten what they're called. The staff with the snake. If you know, drop it in the comments below. I think you're super smart. Let's give it 10 and a wee count. So I've got 50, 100, I'm 10, 20, 30. And I know when I started this challenge, I made it 250 because 150 of this would be useful to have a mole removed off my face, because it's not cancerous yet, but you know, I live in New Zealand. It would be good to get it removed just for safety. 5 in the dental fund. And I mention it because winter's probably the best time to get that done. You know, when the burn index isn't so high. So online I've got 200 in dental and 15 there. And again later in the year I know that the periodontist will want to see me back, and dentist, I think I went in January, so we're pretty good there for now. Cats is going to get a big boost today. Is it? No, it's not. Do I know what I'm doing? Maybe $5 today. Don't worry, it will get a boost when I finish another savings challenge in my Sunday savings binder, my little mini savings binder. I've got one there earmarked for the cats, and that's going to help this envelope heaps. So I've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. Our Nova is still limping around. It's hard to say, you know, whether he's completely fixed, whether his range of motion will get better. He's just a bit of a limpy guy. Car fund. I think when I was planning and checking this last night, I might have done the blobs wrong. I've got 400, 400 online, and I have 20, 30, 40, 50. So it's 100, 200, 300, 450. So I shouldn't have put 20 in there. But I am putting 25 in today. 25. Put it all behind me. So this should be giving me 475. There's 400 in the bank. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. And that's that entire blob. Okay, so that's up to date. I wanted to be at 500 by the end of this month, and if I can put 25 in next week, I will have succeeded in that, or met that aim. Tech isn't getting anything. I still haven't bought the cord for my computer because I'm borrowing my brother's one, which you have to jiggle but does kind of work. I really need to give that back to him and buy my own. There's plenty of money in there for that. That's what I'm going to use. So sinking funds down. Right, let's have a look at some celebration savings challenges. Let's just skip over the birthday. Oh, I am still waiting on one person to get in contact with me about winning the set of my new scratchies. Go back and look in the last video. I've heard from Victoria, but the other person just needs to reach out to me on Instagram so I can get their address and send them some free scratchies. I just wanted to pop through to Christmas as the big winner this week. I decided I wanted to finish this sooner rather than later, and so I pulled 2. It ended up being $39 this week for the old Christmas savings, which is good. I don't regret it, but it's just meant, you know, the other envelopes are going to get ignored a wee bit. And I'm going to put 10, 20, 30, 40 in. not going to worry about the $1. So Christmas so far has 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. Still a ways to go. Okay, let's pick a wee card for next week. I've really enjoyed doing these Madeline. They're from Madeline Budgets. I'll link you below. 19, which, you know, it's going to be 20, isn't it? So another 20 bucks in there next week. And we are nearly at 200 for Christmas, which is okay. You know, I'm just thinking with the cost of living and all the other things I would like to do with my kids throughout the year. And because my older kiddo is getting older and she's appreciating different things about Christmas. For her, Christmas isn't so much about the volume of presents. I'm wondering about changing some of the traditions and just keeping it a little bit more about friends and family. It's a hard sell for the 7-year-old, let's face it. He's still, you know, loves all the things. I've pulled this out because the other challenge that I showed you at the start of this video, the camping one, this one, also a Madeline Budgets one, I'm going to put the $60 in here. This is my travel envelope. It's good to have a little bit of money in here, but this doesn't mean that we'll be doing anything amazing like the tramp I did last year. I haven't booked another trip like that, although I really would like to take the kids to do the Queen Charlotte sound. Yeah, but $3,500 worth of cat fees to fix up Nova, and yeah, that's on the back burner. So travel has 50, 100, 120, 35, 40, 140. I'm not mad about it. I really, you know, it is what it is. And I feel grateful to have a little bit of something in there. Perhaps that over the course of the year I could plan a little weekend getaway to go and visit some of my girlfriends up north. So that's all I'm going to do in there today. I should have $25 left. 5, 10, 15, 25, great. The math is mathing this week, which is always good. And I am going to be putting it into my May challenge. It's 22 for this week. And of course I don't have change, so I'm just going to throw in the whole 25. So far in this 12-month challenge for the month of May, I've got 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50, 1. And next week will be the last week I add to this. Then we will give it the final count, and at the moment the money is being dedicated into my detonator to pay back the cat fees. And what I do is I just put everything I can into this envelope each month, and every $80 I've managed to save up over the month, I can colour off one of these detonators. And then, because I didn't put the bill on a credit card or anything, what I did was I pulled from a bunch of my binders, and so my debt it's a debt to myself, which is way better in my mind. I'm not paying interest, but I have paid off what I owed my own dental envelope. So I've got 3 areas that I'm focused on. My emergency fund, which also includes my 1 month ahead. It took a whole year to get 2 weeks ahead, so you know that's a priority. The kids' accounts, we had to drain money out of their accounts for that. I did ask them, they were fine about it. And then this home binder, that's the blue binder you haven't seen for a few months because I'm working hard on paying the debt off, and once I have done that, then we'll be back to saving a house deposit. Right. Oh, why am I putting that away? We need to count the change. we have got $3.40 sitting there that will go into till. So all I've got to do is cross that off. Don't forget to give this video a wee like on the way out. Let me know how you're keeping warm. It's just miserable, super wintry weather all week, and it's hit me hard. I don't know why. And I'll see you back here on Sunday or Monday. I'm saying Sunday or Monday now because things have been so busy recently. I found it tricky to do the Sunday video. I will try, but if not, it'll be Monday. Okay, have a good week. Kia ora.